So I just wanted to go back to that 2007 Kansas season where you guys were 12-1. I think that's the best season in Kansas history. It's like a basketball school. So what was that like? Being like, the guys on the big man on campus for the whole year, and
Yeah.
having Akeem Talib as a senior mentor and captain.
Yeah. Oh man, that was huge for me. I was blessed to come in with, a great friend, great big brother, to lead. Showing me the ropes, showing me give me that confidence. Hey, I want you out here with me, come out here with me. I'm an all-American, but I see that you're a true freshman, you can play. So just having that guy right there was huge, especially with Mangino, because Mangino is a tough coach to play for, you know.
Mhm.
But winning that Orange Bowl, I mean, we thought it was gonna be like that every year, and it just happened. It just didn't happen like that. But we had a lot of weapons on that team. In our secondary, we had another safety named Daryl Stuckey. He played 8 years, 8 to 9 years in the league for the Chargers. So we had three Pro Bowlers in our secondary at Kansas at that time, but people don't know. So it was a talented group. We were definitely shutting them down. And man, we won a national championship that year too. So we didn't get that much shine, that too long. Mario Chalmers and those boys won the championship that same year. So it was a wild year for us at KU.
So you was reunited back with Talib in Denver. You guys are the first duo to make first team All Pro from the same school and played together at KU. What set you apart? What set you guys apart from the other tandems in the National Football League at the cornerback position?
Yeah. Oh man, I think it's those key plays, those big third down plays, right? Everybody makes plays, right? But can you make the crucial plays? Those big time plays that you need for your team to win. And whenever our team needed it, me and Talib was able to do it, right? And do it for multiple years, and then ultimately getting us a Super Bowl, helping us get to a Super Bowl. When you look at the advanced stats, we were always up there in the top. You have two corners in the top 5, top 10 in analytics. Not giving a lot of touchdowns or yardage, and being able to play man, being able to play zone. Me being able to, shut down the middle of the field. Talib being able to shut down the boundary. That's huge, right? We make it limited for quarterbacks for them to go. And then also us being able to match up. If you had a super big receiver, hey, let's put Talib on him. If you got a small, shifty guy that might be trouble for taller guys, hey, put me on him, right? So we could always, any type of receiver that you had, we could match up to you, right? So I think that's what set us apart.
What was it? See, I've always wanted to know this because I've never asked the question, and my personality doesn't allow me to go in this direction.
Yeah.
What was it like though when you're a rookie, undrafted rookie, to walk in the building and you got Hall of Famer, future Hall of Famer and Champ Bailey, future Hall of Famer and Brian Dawkins, two guys that I played against, and you just a rookie, Chris, when you walk into the building, to the defensive room, and you like, I always wanted to know, like, what was that like to see? Because I ain't never, like, when I was drafted, right, obviously I'm drafted at a certain level, and I ain't got no Hall of Famers on my team. I wasn't walking in there with Jerry Rice and Michael Irvin in my room.
Man, those guys gave me so much confidence, and I say this every time I speak on these guys, B-Dawk, Champ. We had another corner, Andre Goodman, played 12 years.
Yeah, Dre.
Right. I had three great vets. Like, I don't think it can get any better than that. Right. Coming from these guys, and they just, I was blessed because of the lockout. It was I'll give some positivity on the lockout, that the first round or the draft guys wasn't there yet. Right. They hadn't figured out their contracts yet. Right. So they're working on their deals and things. So guess where I'm at? I'm already in the facility. I'm with the vets. I'm getting a little head start. I'm getting a week or two head start before those guys get in there. And I'm with just Champ and Doc, and they're getting a good look at me, right? So, man, those guys, they wanted me to be out there on the field. When you have a guy telling Dennis Allen, the DB coaches, Ron Miles and those, hey, we want this guy out here on the field with us. that's all the confidence you need as a young player, man. And shout outs to those guys, man. There was nothing better than the situation that I could come in.
So when Peyton Manning arrived after your rookie season, how did he change the culture out there? Was it, and also
Yeah.
what was it like going against, one of the greatest of all time in practice every day?
Man, I think we were moving. I think really it started that first year, in 2011, winning a playoff game at home, even though we had Tebow that year, that kind of started it, right? Kind of started that momentum. And defensively, we were moving in the right direction by the time Peyton got there. But Peyton, when he came, he just completely changed the offense. It's his show. Practice was definitely turned up every day, because we're competing against, Peyton. We want to go out there and prove that we can pick
Right.
him off and get that respect. So it was always great. Peyton helped me be able to get out my breaks even faster, right? Because I understood that Peyton was about timing. He was going to try to fit that ball there, at the exact time that he expects you to be out the break, right? If he expects you to run a 15-yard dig, 20-yard dig, you better run a 20-yard dig. It's going to hit you in the chest, right? And then he also showed me, gave me more advancement on my disguise, right? Because this guy is always calculating what you're doing. And me being in the middle of the field a lot versus him, he's always looking at the nickel for his defense to figure out what defensive scheme they're in. So it taught me how to move around, scheme. And if I could trick Peyton Manning, I can damn sure go trick Phillip Rivers, right? So that was kind of my motive and how he helped me improve as a player.
You got any stories, like any dope Peyton Manning stories?
Oh man, I got some good stories. I don't want to embarrass him, man. But man, Peyton was just such a perfectionist, right? I mean, this guy, if we knew it was gonna rain and be snowy, this guy's already putting his hand in the cold, buckets of cold, ice in his hands, trying to make it feel more game-like as much as possible. But that's one good story I can say about him. Other ones, man, I don't think he want us to tell them those.
I get it.
So you had 9 great seasons, 4 Pro Bowls in Denver. You obviously Super Bowl 50. You guys took care of business against the Carolina Panthers.
Man.
You had this no-fly zone secondary with you, Talib, Brian Roby, and I'm Bradley Roby, and I'm missing somebody.
TJ Ward, Darian Stewart.
TJ Ward,
Yeah.
and Stu. Like, where you think that defense goes down? Obviously, it ain't close to my defense in Tampa, but where do you think your defense go down in terms of the history of the NFL?
I think we got to put them in different categories, right? Different eras, right? And the modern era of the 20s, 20,000s, right? We would say our defense for sure, right? Because we're in the era now. You can't illegal touch. You can't be super physical as y'all could be with the Bucks or the Ravens, right? The game's wide open, and we feel like with our offense, there's no Super Bowl champion team that had to win a Super Bowl with the offensive production that we had, right? And you can go look that up with our defense and what we had to do, game-winning interceptions, going through Big Ben, Tom Brady, and Cam Newton to win a Super Bowl. I don't think it was a tougher route. So that's why I always put us up there, being able to have dogs up front, D-line, pass rushers, fast linebackers with Danny Trevathan and Brandon Marshall that can cover, stop the run, and just be all over the field, intelligent. And then the secondary, no weaknesses really at any position. So that's why I put us up there, man. I know everybody loves the Bucks, the Ravens,
man,
but you got to put us up there, man.
Man, we the HR ass alive, man. Oh man, and we didn't even throw the ball every down. Y'all had D. DeMarcus Ware and Von Miller coming off the edge. Y'all in the secondary. And y'all had defense. For sure, y'all had crazy D.
Yeah, I'm a Panthers fan, Chris. So I'm a bit of a hater. So, but I'm a fan of you. But that was a rough year for us. We thought we were gonna get it done, but no.
How difficult was it going up against Cam and trying to rattle him or get to him or whatever it was that you needed to do to prove a point?
Honestly, we weren't really too worried about Cam as much, right? We were worried about their running game and being able to stop
Yeah.
Stewart. They had 3 running backs at that time were just tough, right? And they were running all through Arizona. And we just faced Big Ben and Tom Brady. So in our eyes, we're not going to face better receivers than those guys, than Gronk, AB, or they had another receiver, Martavius Bryant, right? We're not going to face better receivers than we've just faced in the AFC. So honestly, we just knew we had to stop the run game. We could not let these guys run all over us like they did the Cardinals. Being able to make this team be one-dimensional, make Cam Newton beat us with his arm, even though he could throw, right? He could still make throws. But we didn't feel like if they didn't have the run game, we didn't think they could beat us.
At what point of the season did you know it was riding on your defense that year instead of Peyton Manning? Because a couple years before he won the MVP, but he was getting older. So what do you think?
Yeah, man, Peyton got hurt early in the season. I think he had like plantar fasciitis. I think that's what it's called. Well, he felt like it was just needles under his foot. So anytime you have that and you're trying to play quarterback, that's hard anyways. Right. And especially when you're limited physical as athleticism as Peyton is, right? And you're older in his older time. So he's playing through some injuries. And we knew that defensively that we were going to have to win it on our side. We were going to have to be the best defense every week. And that was our goal. We felt like if we outplayed the other's defense on the other side, we were going to give ourselves a chance to win. And we had to score. Right, we figured that we got to find a way to score, set this team up, set our offense up close to get easy points.
We absolutely hope you enjoyed this video. If you want more from us, hit that subscribe button for all videos, full episodes, and exclusive content from the show. And don't forget to find All Facts, No Breaks on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.